It's truly out here, Remy. After being duped and mistaken for a younger woman, Wilding revealed the truth. She sank on Papoose, the person who had supported her through everything, twice to pursue Captain, who was easy to block, despite her joking that Eazy had also abandoned her for a new young person. She appeared to have updated. The script states that Remy is pleading with Papoose to get back together. But there is a plot twist because Pap has already moved on and asked his new partner to marry him. It's obvious that Remy didn't think that was sufficient because her relationship with Pap began to suffer as soon as she began completing more basic tasks. We all knew how much Pap loved her, and he demonstrated his real commitment by waiting for her for 6 long years while she was inside. But lady, it's a complete mess, and Remy is out here looking confused. It's insane.
Side nigga, that means main man don't know me. I will creep up.
Niggas is really mad that when they go to sleep at night and I wake up, we both wake up. It's like we doing better.
After the hubbub, Eazy went to perform a lot of dirty work for Remy. Rumor has it that instead of simply abandoning her, he exchanged her for 2 younger women. Remy seems stuck now that she's out here, as if she's just learned she played herself. There are claims that Eazy had affairs with 2 ladies from the battle rap scene. It was assumed that he had recently reconnected with his ex-girlfriend San. Strengthening his relationship with a fellow artist from his league CB days, things went bad after Tasmanian Terra, a combat rapper who is also connected to Trenches, bombed her performance. Based on photos she posted of what appeared to be San conversations, San openly acknowledged that she was having an affair with Eazy last summer and even implied that he had been having an affair with Steb.
Yeah, cause that's my nigga. I'm the one that makes him valid in Philly. He needs me. I made him valid, and now he with Remy and he trying to treat me like this, but she don't even know that I came to the hotel because this is just what he told me.
She decided to use violence when she woke up since she was feeling so messy that day after calling San out on Instagram as if she were getting paid for it. She responded, "I'm smiling in that lady's face knowing you fought her man," which is crazy, and everyone was shocked. As you are now aware, Ken and CB didn't waste much time attempting to remove it. San sent a short statement on Twitter that said, "I'm not doing Eazy and having it in years now. Whether or not she is trusted is another story."
See, get out of character. This ain't cosplay. I'm a motherfucker. Delonte. I punch on shit. Javante. I'm crazy than Kanye. I'm wilder than Deion.
According to a recent online post by CB the Lias, "I'm too fine to be an FNI lead owner. I am here because I am amazing. If you wanted to damage my reputation, you would be better off speaking up and discovering the facts." She also supplied documentation to back up her claims, so she made sure to let everyone know that she has been. She wants you to know that her talent, not some dubious relationship, is the reason she is in these rooms. She has been acting independently. She has been working hard and flaunting her accomplishments, such being the first Eazy Trench League member to perform on Remy Ma's Chrome 23 platform.
You couldn't even throw caution to the wind. Without some soft free rock bars from Eazy, you got nothing. That's why he plugged in with Breezy. I got substance to talk about.
But with Eazy seeing 2 other ladies on top of all that conflict with Remy, it's obvious that something is wrong, and let's be honest, nobody is really taking the whole thing seriously. After all, why else would he have supposedly betrayed her in this way? Let's talk about it. Unfortunately, Remy had lost his reputation, his platform, and his loyalty. When Remy's saga finally came out and publicly acknowledged their love, she risked everything. But when Eazy turned his presentation into a full-length soap drama using a rap battle event, it seemed to backfire. When Remy slapped her with a "Don't you love me" during his act, she answered a genuine yes, as though she truly felt it. The rumors were no longer just whispers, they were now widely recognized.
Y'all wanna be on the front lines? Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? See, right there, that's the punchline.
Do you remember the whole "Don't you love me" thing that happened during the rap battle? That wasn't even the first time Eazy had pulled this little prank on you. He had just used the same strategy with his ex-boyfriend, Hurricane D, not too long ago. Even though the warning signs were put up as if they were trying to get Remy's sister's attention, she didn't want to see him. What do you know too? Hurricane Deb became enraged by that and proceeded to X, throwing the receipts in a film of one of E's previous fights. When he said, "Don't you love me?" she responded, "Yes, woo, not Eazy out here running the same play on different women like nobody was going to notice." Much like Remy.
No, move back. He got 2K. It's ironic that I hit him with 2K. I said, "Baby, you love me?" I said 2 shakes. So if I'm sipping and he tell me get him, I gotta listen to whatever dude say.
In a follow-up tweet, she reaffirmed that Hurricane D wasn't coming from a bad place, saying, "Sigh, I left Eazy. I'm not scoring. I'm happier than I've ever been." She simply played the old tape since she went to retrieve the footage because the bar sounded so familiar. "I'm a much better rapper than those who doubt my ethics," she said. Receipts, and we shouldn't pretend that the gate prevented us from anticipating this. A few months prior, Gotti had publicly revealed Remy and E's brief affair in a rap duel. He really embarrassed Remy by calling him out for skulking behind Pap's back. People assumed it was just battle rap, even though it was obvious that the guy was spitting back.
That's why when Pat seen his gloves was off. This ain't no regular female, my nigga, that's his wife. Knocking you up compared to what he could did to you, nigga, that was light. And you ain't off the hook either. And you ain't off the hook either.
Remy even skipped Christmas with Papoose rather than at home with the man who had held her captive for 6 years. When people began to criticize her for playing home and gallivanting with the captain, who was easy to block, Remy vehemently argued that they were being irresponsible and overanalyzing the situation. As soon as Papoose got the screenshots, he clapped back. He recently shared a full-length picture of Remy and Eazy together on Christmas 2023. If that wasn't enough disrespect, the accusations really started to pile up once Remy was seen hugging her new partner. Pap was probably sitting at home hoping for some Christmas love and family time.
Had you out here canceling Christmas. And then you tried to show us a 10-second video? Are you opening up some gifts? Then 10 seconds later, you went right to Eazy house to open up your lips?
Listen, Pap wasn't going to let O get away with it. When they did finally meet, he allegedly slapped Ease clean out. Is he at fault? Ease dared to shake his hand as though nothing was wrong, even though Pope was skulking around with his entire wife behind his back. I genuinely don't blame Pap at all since he stood his ground as he ought to have.
Bathroom, and I walked past, I see Papoose, and it was kind of like an aggressive motion, and Papoose swings. Next thing I know, Eazy was on the floor.
Oh, but hold on a second. He couldn't afford to leave that unanswered, so he hurried in and rejected the accusations that Pat had knocked him out totally. Even running that fade was a struggle for him. Remy looked so desperate when she came out here in terms of people getting laid out. When she realized the black captain seized her hands and stalked her, her plan to go back and have Pat again fails now that Papoose has moved on and his new wife, Claressa Shields, isn't just any lady. We can assume that Remy wasn't ready to accept the fact that she doesn't want to be around the smoke, but let's face it. Before everything really shifted when Claressa challenged Remy to a boxing match and wasn't playing games, they were publicly disparaging her, making shady comments, pun intended, and acting very carelessly online. For a moment, let's be completely honest. It seems that Remy thought she would get into the ring and fight like a pro. However, it didn't end there. During one of Claressa's brief online discussions, Remy became extremely nasty and simply handed away her private phone. At last, Claressa gave a firm clap in return, vowing to resolve the conflict in the glove ring.
Just want to know.
At this point, the girl leaked my number.
What? Your actual telephone number?
So at this point, you can give me $1 and I'll put me.
50 Cent had to step in and offer some direction because, of course, he couldn't just stand by and do nothing. Perhaps you should listen to what 50 has to say. He briefly told Claressa on Instagram not to oppose her since she would be the Blick champion. You know that 50 was correct to make a subtle reference to Remy's gunshot experience in 2007, which left her sat for 6 years.
You go with him now?
I agree with that. I believe firmly that she's innocent.
Considering Claressa's background and current circumstances, Remy may be attempting to win Pat back by eliminating her entirely from the scene. The streets have spoken to you all, and one person even stated that Remy has taken on more than she can handle with this one. Let's face it, nobody is really supporting her in this scenario, but I wouldn't be surprised if things got out of hand. Some others believe that she is genuinely overextending herself and risking something beyond her control. Lissa hails from one of the world's most perilous cities. Clarissa is the one who is shattered in this situation. She will beat Remy badly and will gladly end her marriage in order to shake hands with a narrow-minded individual. Murder Mitten's entire crew is keeping a tight eye on her. First of all, they are not lying. If you know the Red Rum Mitten, you know that they don't play in Flint, Michigan, where boxing champion Clarissa was born. Her group is prepared. He should have been stomped on by Pat. Clarissa is quite good at knocking people out, but Remy could prove challenging. It's not an exam, but this is where it comes in. Become a little arbitrary. This isn't just any woman, as it turns out that Remy and Clarissa were friends before the incident. Let's be honest, Remy's claim that Pat made advances at Clarissa while they were courting does not justify her decision to just quit Papoose. Watching Pat go and drop the question to Clarissa, who clearly wants the old thing back, must have been even more agonizing. He's already getting ready to do it.
And that with me, I'm not the one. Oh, she wear makeup and wigs, and oh, she trying to be too cute. I'm gonna fight you, motherfucker. Okay. I'm gonna fuck you, thought. Okay. I don't care how cute I look, I'll get a big ass.
When it comes to the reports that Remy and Pat are reconciling, you are well aware of what people are saying. You knew it was terrible when Joe had to take over since Remy had been secretly keeping an eye on Pat's direct messages and pleading for another chance. Keep your eyes alert and don't fall asleep because everyone was watching. Talk about it. On Hoffa's Expert Opinion show, Joe publicly vented her frustration about the whole incident after regaining her math skills. He is the one who wants to see Remy and Papa get back together because he is also a close friend of Remy's and the godfather of their daughter.
You know, the man is that, well, yeah, this is a hard situation because of him, she made me love him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I really love him. You know what I'm saying? That's my goddaughter.
When one of your friends starts shouting outdoors, you know something's off. Joe was forced to acknowledge that he was unable to clean up this mess by himself.
That shit. What I can't do is stop it. They won't listen.
Joe continued by sharing more behind-the-scenes information, explaining that the night before everything went viral on social media, Remy took 11 grown men out to dinner at a restaurant in New York City.
Treated 10 grown men to dinner, and I woke up in the morning and my phone was going crazy, and they was like, yo, look what's going on.
But don't misunderstand. I wasn't there. Therefore, anyone who thought Brooklyn Chop House wasn't as crazy as it seemed was wrong. Papu abruptly canceled the supper because he wasn't there, and he disclosed on Instagram stories that it was my brother, Fat Joe. Remy is the only one who appears rushed and anxious while Papoose is out here going about his business and stacking his papers. Planning and organizing the mood is perfect, and updates from Papoose and Carissa's Little Island retreat have been posted online. Believe me, they both appeared content and relaxed, despite Remy's perspiration. They're having a blast in Hawaii. Papoose and Carissa sipped cocktails on the beach to stay out of the issue.
The two of us, we can make it if we try.
Last but not least, Remy publicly promised to take revenge on anyone who even attempted to mention her name during a rap battle. Let's face it, this is just damage control, but she says she has bars for everyone and encourages other rappers to do the same. We all know that CIS is doing everything in its power to conceal this L, but the situation's turmoil and the actions of the general public are just making it worse.
Are you gonna talk out there right now? I'm a rapper too, so if you have any plans on trying to get there so crazy as me, I'll fight back. New rule.
Nah.
New pro rule.
I told her
I fight back now.
Everyone has witnessed it. She honestly believed that things had gotten better, but now she's out here looking like a garden plant that has been rejected with bitterness, and she's feeling awful because of the internet. One user continued, I guess these get-go bars are still haunting her, while another said, Uncle Murda is going to wash her up in this year's wrap-up and tell me where the lie was. Uncle Murda never forgets anything in the year-end summary, as you know. In fact, he will cover the topic for an entire section. But let's be honest, she is threatening to just makes her appear even more depressed. If she had truly moved on, she wouldn't be so worried about what other people thought. But the instant you make a mistake like Papoose and are dragged away by two younger women, your insecurity tends to blow up in your face. It will only get worse because the existing state of affairs is a total catastrophe. Remy is out here attempting to mend the damage after taking a massive risk and losing everything. No pap, no simplicity. However, I have a question for all of you. Do you believe that Remy's karma is coming back, or did she? One poor choice. Let's talk about Remy's career now. Can she handle all this drama, or will she be the target of rap fights at that year-end wrap-up? Should Papoose even consider bringing Carissa back for the sake of their child, or is it better for him to keep dating her? You never know what will happen with Remy, so please share your thoughts in the comments section, and remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons for the most recent updates.